Hello everyone, SMA Watts here, and we're about to play some Legacy Tribal Apocalypse. Hello NGL. Playing Singleton, and we are playing Goblins. We're going to go ahead and choose to play first. Alright, so this is a... rough hand. We have a turn 1 play. If we rip a mountain, our hand's pretty good. But I think I'm going to mulligan. Ugh. I have more goblins than I have mountains, so we're going to go ahead and keep this. Yeah, I actually don't need to stop on upkeeps with this deck. So Lackey, obviously drawing something to Lackey into play would be ideal. Alright, well it looks like we're going up against humans, which is... annoying. Let's... if he's willing to trade the... yeah. Lackey's just not useful when you don't have any other creatures to put into play. I could bushwhack him for 2. God, that feels terrible. That's the best I can do. Get some pressure. Gallo... what that? Tap 3 untapped humans you control. Destroy target creatures. Controller puts a 1/1... okay. That is not a card I have seen often. Well, yeah, if I'd held the Bushwhacker, I'd have been able to hit him for a little bit more this turn. Would have been a 5. He'd be at 15. Banisher Priest. Banisher Priest in that, okay. No. That was a lucky rip. Bottom. Top. Well, that Mog conscript isn't going anywhere anytime soon, is he? O-ringing. Yep. Well, he's out of gas. Curse Scroll is just a very powerful card, though, so I can start gunning down his creatures. Bow and Nylea versus Scroll. Fortunately, he had to tap out a green, so I can just... he won't be able to put a +1/+1 counter on it. Has Death Touch, yeah. He's tapped out a green. I'll take it. I could draw a 1-drop. Hammer of Bogarden. Yeah. Not exactly the best combo. But Hammer, just long term, is actually just a very powerful card in this type of match. So, gain 3 life, yep. That's the real issue with... But this lets me attack. Take away his 3 life gain. It's annoying is if he plays a creature here. He didn't, fortunately. Because if he played a creature, I didn't really want to pay Echo then. Yeah, we'll pay Echo. Excellent. Well, we're at least attacking for 3 then. Auric is a bit of a pain. I'll dome you. Hammer of Bogarden. Oh, well, that just works out perfectly. Well, not quite perfectly, I guess. He's at 3. I can force through 2. He equips the hammer. Actually, I'm in trouble now. That was foolish. I should have killed Odric. That's a problem. Yeah, I didn't even realize it. I didn't even think about the bow. Yeah, he equips the hammer. I need to draw a creature. So he goes up to 9. I should have killed Odric. Oh, it was dumb. I think he's debating whether anyone wants to put +1/+1 counter on it. Functionally, it doesn't matter. I'm not playing any shocks. Fiend Hunter, less of an issue. I just lost this game. Alright. Attack with everyone. I can scroll away as Fiend Hunter, get back my conscript, play my conscript. Unfortunately, it has trample. I completely misplayed that. Hmm. Alright, if I attack with everything, I get in for 2, kill his Fiend Hunter. I go down to 6. He goes up to 13. Yeah, I mean, it's the correct sequence of plays. I just need to draw another burn spell. I mean, I suppose he has to respect a little bit the fact that I could just have Fire Blast. I guess Fire Blast being the only card that could kill him, he decided not to respect it. This is a Goblin cohort. And it did not do as much as he's going to as he gained. It's annoying. Yeah, it's also annoying because if he'd bricked that turn, uh, there's no way. I think he forgot to use his Bow of Nylea. But yeah, Bow's tough to beat if you're playing an aggressive deck and you screw up like that. Forget that it gains life. Or just don't do it into the math. Alright, what do you do? You eventually put elephants into play, and then you put more elephants into play. You're a weirdie. Yeah, that was. I needed to draw not all mountain there. Goblin Chieftain would have been a decent rip, but I don't think it would have been enough either. Well, that game was entirely lost by my own misplay. I should have won that game. Because if I just lightning striked Odric, then scrolled him with the hammer, and attacked, he'd have never been able to get out of that hole I put him in. Interestingly, I don't really want to play Bushwhacker with nothing to bushwhack. But I want to have Sparksmith online. Then again, Sparksmith will be online if I just play War Driver next after the turn after. So yeah, we're good. Alright, this basically demands him to have a removal spell, though he's playing white, which has a lot of removal spells. He's at least playing O-Ring, which generally means he's probably playing Plow and Path. Yeah, I don't think I want to actually attack. I think I want to keep that up just to mow down anything he plays. Alright, it is arrested. It was a very explosive turn. Okay, so... do I just kill him if I attack? Attack. 3... I mean, pretty much has to block this guy, and then he takes 7, yeah. If he kills the murderous red cap, he takes 7. Momentary hesitation there when I wasn't really paying attention to what the correct play was. Oh, a 4-lander. On the draw, though, I think this is a keeper. I just have to hope not to rip another land for 2 turns. And Denizen's a great, early rip here. He forgot to crack it. We're going to go ahead and always yield to that. This will go probably a lot like game 1, except I hopefully won't make a critical mistake at some point. I have a feeling this is one of those annoying situations where you don't really want to play a 3-mana removal spell on a 1-mana creature. Take 5. Day of Judgment, not a bad answer. Shortcuts himself. Wasn't really expecting Day of Judgment. Because, you know, Day of Judgment in Mentor of the Meek decks seems weird. Possibly I should have pillared that. Yeah. I do need to stop on my upkeep now. Because I'm going to regrow the hammer next turn. Hamlet Captain's going to be fine. More than happy to trade my Goblin for his Captain. Yeah, if it's a creature card that shows creature... Okay, so that does nothing until it gets creatures into play. Also does nothing unless it gets creatures into play. Play at Kranko's command. It's tempting to hammer him. I think it is correct to hammer him. If he had a creature, he would have played it, so... Only drew an arrest. And he had Odric. Yeah, I shouldn't have, I should have held onto the hammer. So I can get through for 3 and then just represent lethal burn next turn. And he draws the Warhammer? That's just not cool. Next to the Warhammers... 3 and 3. Old World Tracker. He decided not to play the Warhammer. Interesting decision. So I know it's in his hand. And this time I know it's correct to throw the burn at his face. Good games.